All right, folks, what's the deal? Sorry for being so late. I had to get things straight, had some technical difficulties. Welcome to the All Elite Zone tonight. We are watching Rampage. Connor couldn't be here tonight. He's having some weather issues. Electricity's going in and out on him, but we're going to keep the show rolling. Thank you for joining us all. Hey, Richie, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Bucky, hello. Thank you for joining us also. Rampage should be good. I agree. I agree. I'm looking forward to Orange Cassidy. I'm looking forward to that match. Going for Darby in this match. I'm just now catching it. Actually going for Darby in this match. Connor would probably be going for Cage. Thank you for joining us all. Darla, hey, how you doing? Yep, I'm also going for I'm going for him. Darby Allen. Thank you. Appreciate that, Bucky. Appreciate that. Pro Wrestling Tees. I actually buy a lot of shirts and stuff from them. I recommend it. How are you doing tonight? Thank you. Hi, darling. Oh, they're both outside now. They're both laid out. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Oh, geez, look at that. I mean, how much? It's like Matt Hardy, man. I mean, no, yeah, Jeff Hardy. I mean, it's like how much longer can Darby do this to himself? I just don't want to see the kid in a wheelchair before he's 50. That would suck. Yeah, me too, darling. One of my favorites since the very start. Bucky, you got to meet Chubby Checker. I didn't know he was still alive. That's pretty badass. I had no idea he was still with us. That's awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. He landed right on the back of his neck, man. Oh my God. Darby, what the hell are you doing? Oh, that was dope. Well, that was a spinning F5. What was that? Oh, and Darby kicks out. That was a hell of a move. That was pretty cool. So, hey, thanks for joining us, man. Glad to have you back in the elite zone. Long time no see. Yeah, I know Kenny. I just got a new camera and everything. So, told you I wasn't gonna deprive you all of my handsome face any longer. Oh, small package. Darby got him. Darby got him. Oh, that was amazing. I'm feeling pretty good tonight, man. I'm feeling pretty good. And Darby just won. The right man won. Oh, Luchasaurus. Thanks for asking. You love you some chubby checker. Hey, nothing wrong with Chubby at all. Nothing wrong with him at all. Glad he's still with us. I had no idea he was still alive. That's cool. I gave it a few months ago because my dad was dying and finally passed away. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Prayers go out to you. I'm really sorry to hear that. I know how that is. I do. Prayers are here with you, man. Dr. Britt Baker. Renee does such a great job backstage, man. I mean, she's kicking ass backstage lately. She's been doing it since she got there. To be honest, her work is top notch. Though I'll give her that. WWE certainly dropped the ball with her. hmm. Wembley Stadium. That's gonna be the show right there, man. I can't wait. And Dollar says, Kenny, so sorry. Prayers for you and your family. Indeed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining along with us, man. Just hang in there. Be strong. I know how. Trust me. I know what you're going through. I lost my dad not too long ago, a few years back. I know exactly what you're going through, man. Just hang in there. Be strong for your family. And here we go with commercials. They're gonna pile commercials up on us. They gotta pay the bills somehow. So anybody out there, I was gonna pose this question out there to y'all. I mean, now Fire has been out for a pretty good while now, and I think everybody's got their filler by now. And everybody's clamoring and waiting for the DLC. I want to know in the chat, well, what do you want to see with the future DLC of Fight Forever? And there's probably going to be a few, there's probably going to be a few DLCs. But give me like a few ideas of what you would like to see in the DLC of Fight Forever. I mean, personally, for me, let's see. I mean, there's a few wrestlers I want to see. Um, see some matches. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be done that could be thrown in there. I mean, the Stadium Stampede is something I'm looking forward to. Um, I think what they're saying is that that's going to be like an online thing, something like Fortnite. I don't know. That's just things that I'm hearing about. But I mean, what do you think about it? I mean, what do you want? What do you want to see come out from the DLCs? Personally, I can't wait. I mean, I got season pass, so whatever comes out, all I gotta do is download it. Here we go. More and more commercials. More and more commercials. Ugh. I mean, it's not worse than MTV. MTV, they'll give you like 10 minutes worth of commercials. Yeah, but I'm actually looking forward to Orange Cassidy and Johnny TV. They're both. I think they're both cool, and their styles kind of. I think their styles are. They're total opposite styles, but I mean, put together, I think it's entertaining. And Bucky asks, "You doing all right, Kenny?" I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, we're all that does suck. I know exactly how you feel, seriously, and you know, prayers go out to you and your family, straight up. Now, the House of Black trios match with CM Punk and FTR, that's gonna be a dope match. I can't wait for that. And I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me because I want to see CM Punk and FTR get it, but I don't know. I'm loving House of Black as the trios champions right now. I think they should hold it for a little longer. I mean, but if they're gonna drop the titles, I mean, It wouldn't be a better team than CM Punk and FTR right now. I think. I mean, they have all the momentum. I think it's cool. Eddie Kingston's holding some gold. And the thing is, I've always thought that Eddie Kingston was one of those wrestlers that didn't need to wear gold. Just him alone got himself over. But I mean, can't deny it's cool to see him wearing some gold. There we go. Oh God. Is she singing? What kind of entrance is this? It's some Rocky stuff. It reminds me of Rocky. Can't deny she got a little voice on her. She got a voice. I wouldn't go to the box office for it, but she got a voice on her. I'm sorry. That whole theme song reminds me of Rocky. I don't know why. That was hilarious. And Kenny and the Young Bucks still using one of the coolest theme songs you can use in wrestling. Orange Cassidy, also, that's probably one of the coolest theme songs right there they got. The license of it, though, I mean, I wonder how much it costs to use those songs. And honestly, I'm going for Orange. It's just something I don't know, something about him that I don't know. I've always dug like his laid back style, and a lot of people. The thing is, there's a lot of people that hate on him and say that he can't wrestle, but the majority of those people have never really sat down and watched the whole match. They've sat and watched clips of Orange Cassidy doing his shtick, and they make their minds up from that. But if you watch a whole match, I mean, you see he has skills. Darla, let's go. Let's go Orange. That's what I'm talking about. Team Orange. Got Team Orange in the chat. Johnny TV's coming with the crazy legs. Coming with the crazy legs. Oh man, I knew this was gonna be funny. Honestly speaking, it's good to see Johnny TV on TV. I've always been a fan of his, though. Honestly speaking, his acrobatics and all that stuff he pulls off, it's pretty dope. If you ever get a chance, go back and watch Lucha Underground. His work there was pretty cool. QTV. I don't know. I'm on the fence about QTV. I mean, it's a funny concept, but it's like I feel like whenever I'm watching it, I feel like they're trying to be funny and they're not landing most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they're trying to be funny instead of just being funny. If you watch, being the elite, you can tell they're not trying to be funny. They're just funny, naturally. Kenny Omega's a natural comedian. The dude's hilarious. Oh, she's out of there. He's screaming. She's out of there. You and the horse she rode in on. Oh, Orange kicks out. That was a Wheeler popped out of nowhere. Where the hell did he come from? He's been doing that lately, just popping out of nowhere, like he just transports or teleport rather. He teleports. Is that all? Is that our boy Bryce refereeing? Yep. Shout out to Bryce, a referee. Oh, geez, that looked like a rough landing. We actually have Bryce interview. We have an interview with him here on the channel. If you want to go look that up here on the All Elite Zone, look under interviews. You should find it. Yeah, Bryce is pretty cool. Shout out to Bryce. Oh man, Trilogy month. Okay, I'm kind of down for that. I usually don't watch live TV, but if they're gonna put the trilogy on, I mean, come on, how am I not gonna watch that? You can't not watch it. Star Wars, man, come on. It's like when you see The Godfather on TV, you got to stop and watch it. Get him out of there. Yep. I always love when they do that. They have the ejection. It reminds me a lot of baseball. When you do it right, it reminds me of baseball. It's probably one of the, I think, coolest aspects to being able to see that. Is it kind of reminds me of baseball when they do that. Oh, geez, strawberry biscuit. That does sound kind of good though. Dimmer Popeyes. Oh, jeez. I mean, to be honest, the match is lasting a lot longer than I thought it would. I think it was going to be that long of a match. Honestly, Popeyes is sounding. Yeah, I know, right? Ah, the advertisement's working. Now I can think about it as eating Popeyes. Oh, geez, more commercials. You know, escape television as far as cable and stuff, and go to streaming to get away from commercials. But then when you stream, you still have to deal with commercials. It's crazy. But I think so far, man, this episode of Rampage is going pretty well. The win from Darby Allen to start it off. I mean, To me, that's a good way to start a show, having a win with Darby. I'm sure Connor's not going to be happy about Cage taking a loss, but Jackie, hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in with us. Just chilling, watching some Rampage. Oh, I'm just hanging out the ring. That's good. That's one of those old school. That's one of those old school things. I've seen. I remember seeing that when I was a kid. Jeez, he's playing possum. What's the deal with all the big men losing all the time? Well, that's a good question. Honestly speaking, I mean, I've been wondering that myself. But I mean, you gotta think of it like this: the David and Goliath complex. I mean, fans want to see the little man get, always go over. So it's really, catering to the fans, I think. Oh, what a move. But yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, that's like to me. I mean, that'd be a main reason why a lot of these the big men really are. Well, I wouldn't say losing all the time, but losing a pretty good chunk of the time is the whole David and Goliath complex. And the fans want to see the small underdog, you know, defeat the giant, so to speak. But I mean, I agree. I don't think that it's healthy for big men to take so many losses. I mean, it takes away from their credibility, in my opinion. But I'm not a booker, so. But it's a damn good question. No, that's a really good question, Jackie. Oh, oh, nice. You pointed that one. Oh, you're in Winnipeg. Awesome. Oh, you've been checking out AZ Canada. Awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, AZ Canada's been doing a killer job, man. I mean, shout out to the crew doing that. And Orange pulls out the win. All right, lives to fight another day. But yeah, thanks for joining us all the way from Winnipeg. That's awesome. The home of Chris Jericho. There's Wheeler. Uh oh. What Orange got to say? Oh, Orange throwing out some fighting words. There was some fighting words where I'm from. I saw that coming. They're all surrounding them now. Blackpool's surrounding them now. And now they just popped out of nowhere. How they doing that? It's like they stole that from the Undertaker's book. Just shows up. Yeah, we're just being surrounded right now. Make sure you leave Columbus in the ambulance. uh, it just sounds funny when he talks tough. I'm sorry. You're gonna leave out of here in an ambulance? You see Mox, he's like, "Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, he seems to be all talk. But I don't know. We're looking back his talk up though. So I don't know. He's the kind that can talk a lot of shit and back it up. So I'm not gonna doubt Wheeler's ability. I've seen him in action. So, but it's gonna be a great match. I know that. I'm gonna watch it. I know that. Orange was scared. Yeah, he looked pretty scared. I mean, yeah, being surrounded by a bunch of animals, yeah, that could be a scary thing. A bunch of, I mean, he's surrounded by a bunch of dudes that wouldn't do nothing but kick his ass. I mean, yeah, it's a bit fearful. Nobody was there to have his back. Where are the best friends? Where are they at? Yeah, I'll give you that. He stood his ground. He stood his ground. You're right about that, dollar. I assume the best friends are still. Well, hell, if the com okay, if Blackpool can show up, we're the best friends. I mean, they were in the same fight. I don't know, just my opinion. It just seemed like they left their homeboy hanging. I'm just saying. You know, I totally forgot Matt Taven had a mohawk. I totally forgot about that. Shout out to Matt Taven, by the way. We also have his interview here on All Elite Zone. He's pretty cool dude, also. Yeah, check out the interviews we have on here. We just did Ahmed Johnson interview. That was pretty dope. Got to learn a lot about the man. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Please uh, hit the like button. Sharing is caring. Also, we're on Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, or X, as they want to call it. But yeah, anywhere you want to find all these on, we're probably there. Twitter also. I mean, Twitch. The Aussie Open. Aussie. See, I agree with you, darling. This should be a pretty good match. This should be good. Oh man, the Aussie Open is pretty good though. You got it, man. They're pretty damn good. I think it's fun every time I see them. And the theme song is so catchy. Oh, here we go. These. Okay, yeah, yeah. Forget these guys. Beat the hell out of them. Beat the hell out of them, Aussie Open. Those are the guys that ditched the AZ. Yeah, mess them up good. If you don't remember, people, the Outrunners were supposed to do an interview with us, and they ditched us. And in replacement, we had Eric Rowan. So yeah, I've taken great pleasure in watching them get their ass kicked. uh, the time machine from 1980. Exactly. The 80s called. They want their gimmick back. Oh man. Every tag team in the 80s called. They want all their gimmicks back. Oh jeez. Forget those guys. They ditched this, man. I'm taking great pleasure in watching them get slaughtered. And that's real talk. Oh, that was a hell of a chop. He walked right into a super kick. That was hilarious. Oh, this is wonderful. This is great. Oh, that was amazing. I'm loving every bit of this, man. Do your job, ref. Oh man, I love it. That was great. It's poetic justice, man. It's poetic justice. That's what you call poetic justice. uh, I think they're challenging. I think they're challenging MJF and Cole. Uh, the crowd is chanting double clothesline. One of the most devastating moves in professional wrestling. The double clothesline. Jericho, man. No, he's not lying about that. I mean, it's inevitable. MJF is going to stab him in the back. It's just when. I mean, they both have histories of turning on their partners. So it could be either one of them. That's the thing. It could be either one of them. It's like who's gonna pull the trigger first. You know, kill them. Oh, it's on. Okay, so challenge accepted. Okay, so the Ring of Honor tag team titles. Okay, I'm in. They've sold me on this card already. I'm ready to watch. Hell, if I could afford it, I'd fly there myself and watch it in person. To be honest with you, Slick Dick. Oh, that's a name. Oh, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. I've already downloaded it. I'm just waiting on it to release. I can't wait to play it. Honestly, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty fun. Now they're promoting that. Okay, cool. I already got that downloaded. I'm just waiting on them to release it. See, I got Friday the 13th the game. I got Evil Dead the game, and now they're bringing out Chainsaw Massacre. Now let's see if they can figure out how to do Freddy. They can figure out how to do Freddy. That'll be dope. Football season's coming up. I'm waiting on that. Oh, here we go. More commercials. I actually like the Impractical Jokers. I don't know if it was me or not, but it felt different after Joe left. But maybe that's just me. He brought. I think to me, he brought the funny. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And like I said before, please subscribe if you haven't yet. We have weekly content. We have fresh content weekly on this channel. We have Dynamite, Rampage, AZ Canada, Talking Elite. We have a lot of things that go on this channel. Interviews. So yeah, for more fresh weekly content every single week, subscribe now. Smash that like button, brother. Yeah, but there's a lot of expectations and a lot of hype behind this pay per view, and I mean, looking at the card right now, Wembley Stadium. I mean, I could see a pretty huge crowd. From what I'm hearing, I mean, they're expected to if not sell out, get close to it. And to be honest with you, it's impressive to sell out Wembley Stadium. That's impressive. But I mean, honestly speaking, this makes wrestling look good as a whole. Whether you like WWE, whether you like AEW, I think this still shows the world that people still love it. People still will go miles and miles and miles and travel overseas and do all that just to watch wrestling. I mean, it's big business. Number one, number two, people are always going to love it. Like I'm telling you, you know, like 100 years down the line from right now, wrestling will still be here. We'll be long gone, but wrestling will still be here. So it's an ongoing thing. And I think right now AEW they're not a well-oiled machine like the WWE. I mean, let's be honest. WWE's been around since like the what 40s, like the 40s, I would say, 30s, 40s. And I mean, it took them a long time to be what they are now. But I'm saying like the way looking at AEW and the way things are ran and the way the programming is and the broadcasting and the shots and the cuts and everything like that, it reminds me a lot of the golden days of WCW. Whenever whenever you would rather watch WCW than WWE or WWF. Because at the time WCW was more southern based, more reality, whereas you know WWF at the time they were pretty much putting on cartoon characters at that time. But yeah, I see a lot of old school WCW in AEW today, which I think is a good thing. Because wrestling has its ups and downs. It's gonna go. That's the thing, it does that. Over the years, it's gonna have its popularity. It's gonna go back down. It's gonna have its popularity. Like right now, the popularity is at a pretty big height. Right, it's up here right now. The popularity of it. It's not like it was in the Attitude Era. It's not like it was. It never will be like that ever. But I'm saying like the popularity is going back up. It's going to fall back down eventually. because that's how it goes. It's a bubble. It's pretty much a bubble that keeps on, going somehow. But it's like it goes up and down. Like right now, wrestling is hot right now, and it hasn't been this hot in a long time. In a decade or so, I would say it hasn't been this hot. Like speaking realistically, it hasn't been this hot since like probably the late '90s, early 2000s. Man, all in, man. It's gonna be so good. The card, man, the card. But yeah, I mean, right now it's a pretty exciting time to be a wrestling fan. I think. I mean, because you have this new alternative to the WWE, and I mean, people naysay it, but it's an alternative. It's AEW, Lucha Libre, New Japan. Those are like the three companies that I like to me that that are kind of I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it was like a rivalry or nothing like that, but I think those are the ones that are more well known these days and that are still in business. Scott Blue, her story's been amazing lately. I mean, her story is what wrestling's made of. Honestly speaking, I mean, you watch Scott Blue's story. That's wrestling right there. Being the underdog and overcoming stuff, overcoming obstacles. That's pretty much that's wrestling. And I'm going to go back to what I think it was Jackie was talking about earlier about the big men take so many losses these days because the smaller people are getting going over. That's the thing. I mean, people love a good story. And what's a better story than having the little guy go over the giant? I mean, that's the Bible right there. I mean, David and Goliath. Well, but that's the point. People love a good story. Oh, they got the main event tonight. See, the ladies are getting the main event. I'm loving this because they get. That's what I'm saying. There's so many people that complain about the women's division, but at the same time, AEW has a pretty solid women's division. It's pretty solid, honestly speaking. Should they get more TV time? Definitely. I definitely think they should be getting more TV time. But look at what's going on right now. They have the main event. I mean, years ago, it would have been unheard of. Honestly speaking, years ago, that would have been poo poo. That would have been shushed. But now we're seeing it every other week. I love it personally. The women deserve it. They're kicking just as much ass as the men. Look at this. Oh, this Sky Blue turned that around on her. That was a nice little crossbody, though. Oh, another crossbody. This one off of Brett's rope. I forgot they're still out there. I forgot Ruby. I forgot they were still out there. I forgot they're still out there. Oh, Storm just took one for the team. Oh, damn. Sky Blue lands right on her back on the ground. I mean, those mats are like this thick. I've seen those kind of mats. They don't have that much give. Not really. I mean, they're like they're about as thick as like a wrestling mat you would see like at a field house, you know, or something like that. Damn it! When they went on the ground, you know it. If anyone out there's been to a live show and you hear them hit the ground with that splat, ugh, that's a noise you won't forget. That's a sound that you will not forget when their back hits the ground. Rather when they hit the cement, that splat. Ugh, jeez, makes me cringe thinking about it. But yeah, it's crazy, man, because like how they break their bodies down this way. It's fascinating, honestly. Yeah, but I mean, there are those who think that Tony isn't pushing the women the right way, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm in that. I'm not sure if I agree with that personally. I think he's doing what he can. You know, I mean, because you only got so much time on the air. You know, and like I said, I mean, years ago, it was unheard of to have to get the ladies a main event. It was unheard of. It wasn't. It was laughed at you know at one point in time. But I mean, you see progression. I mean, honestly speaking, I think it's cool. And that's the thing. You give them that time, man. Give them that time to shine. And 9 times out of 10, they'll knock it out of the park. You know, just give them a chance. Honestly speaking, I'm looking forward to all in. I mean, this card is stacked, and I'm happy about it too. I mean, and to see how far AEW has come over the years. I mean, now they're doing shows overseas. I mean, that's pretty dope, you know. And it started off as kind of the little engine that could, you know, to some people. Like there are people out there saying that AEW wouldn't last, you know, 6 months. AEW wouldn't last a year. But I mean, you look at where it's gone right now. I mean, I think it's cool. It's kind of a phoenix coming out of the ashes, you know, in a way. A bit of a renaissance of wrestling too. Because I mean, at the same time, these wrestlers that are working for AEW, they still get to go do independent shows. They're still allowed to go make money, you know, somewhere else if they need to. I mean, they're given that freedom. Whereas with WWE, I mean, when you're there. You have no choice. Like you can't go do a show here and then come back and be like, you know, okay, ready to rock. Like I mean, from what I hear and from what I know, if you're gonna be with the WWE, you're gonna be with the WWE. You know, it's not you're not gonna just you're gonna have to pretty much sign your life away as far as you're not gonna be able to make any money anywhere else. Like if you got a Twitter, they're gonna have to know about it. You got a YouTube channel, they're gonna need to get a chunk of that. They're gonna need to get a piece of that money. I mean, it sucks, but that's the way they run their business. Oh, Sky Blue with the high knee. They're having a great match, man. These ladies are killing it. Let's go. And if you're wondering, I'm going for my girl Sky Blue. Just her story right now. I know she's not the favorite. I know she's not, but I like to go. I like to go for the underdogs sometimes. Oh, another kick out. Oh, Soraya with another kick. Look at the selling that Sky Blue does. She is doing her thing out there. You go, girl. I'm so happy to see Sky Blue getting this shine though. She deserves it. She's a great worker. Oh, that's a hell of a lock right there. Oh, come on, Sky. Get those ropes. Get those ropes. Sky Blue, she got the ropes. She got the ropes. Once again, thank you for joining us, everybody. I really, really appreciate it for joining me tonight. Oh, look at Storm. Look at them creating a perfect distraction. Oh, damn. Ruby sprayed her. Ruby sprayed blue. Not this way. Shenanigans. Shenanigans, man. Well, I should have known that was going to happen. I should have known that was going to happen. And they're not done. They're gonna add insult to injury. Come on, man. Now see, my question is there gonna be any kind of redemption coming for Scott Blue? I mean, I don't see them building her up like this just to squash her down. There's gotta be some kind of obstacle she's gotta get over, you know. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. But honestly speaking, it was a pretty good episode. I think to me, match of the night was the Aussie Open versus the Outrunners. I just enjoyed seeing them get their asses kicked. Because for those of you that don't know, the Outrunners were supposed to do an interview with us, and they dished us at the last second. But we had Eric Rowan uh, to fill in at the last minute. Shout out to Eric Rowan. Also, you can watch his interview on this channel. Just go to the interview section, you'll see it. But yeah, I took great pleasure in watching that. That was pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, to me, if I'm gonna rate if we're gonna rate this episode, I think I'm gonna give it a solid. Uh, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was decent. It was right. It was good. It was a good episode. Put it like that. I wasn't disappointed. But yeah, that is Rampage for the night. Thank you for joining me, and really do appreciate it hanging in with me, and all the talk in the chat. That was pretty awesome. Thank you for joining us. We're on Spotify, we're on Twitter, or X as they call it now, uh, Facebook, Twitch. We're there. And tomorrow we're gonna have Collision. Please join us. AZ Canada also, I believe, is gonna be tomorrow. I believe. But yeah, join us every single week for fresh content. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like, and sharing is caring. And yeah, for all leads on, I've been Mr. Jacobs, the 5-star man, and I appreciate you watching along. And we'll see you on the next show. Peace.